The economy wasn't great, people were tired, and everything pointed to a Poilievre landslide. And yet, here we are. Liberals are back in power. I honestly don't think it was a fluke. I believe it's a shift, and it's partially due to familiarity for people. This election, unfortunately, wasn't just about our own domestic things. This campaign turned into something much bigger. Let's break it all down together. Okay, so I honestly think a huge part of this came down to one name. Of course, you all know it, Donald Trump. In all reality, he ruined it for the conservatives. We have Donald Trump to thank for this one. And the unfortunate part is, he doesn't even live here. But when he hopped on Truth Social and started floating the idea of Canada becoming America's 51st state, that wasn't just some throwaway joke. It turned the entire vibe of this whole election upside down. We were now voting for many more reasons than just the economy and some policies. Suddenly people stopped caring as much about grocery prices and housing costs and started asking themselves, who's actually going to protect this country's sovereignty? And who do I feel comfortable with? Well, it turns out a lot of Canadians thought that person was Mark Carney and not Poilievre. Here's where it gets really absurd though. Doug Ford, I think we all know him, the Premier of Ontario and a huge conservative, never once came out to support Pierre Poilievre, not once, in his own province.
It's not business as usual. That's not going to cut it. We have to make sure that we move fast, immediate, or if not, President Trump is going to eat our lunch.
That's odd, right? Am I the only one asking myself this question? If you're trying to win a federal election and the biggest conservative name in the most vote-rich province just stays quiet, that had to hurt. Did that silence cost Poilievre the win? It's hard to say for sure, but you can't ignore it either. It's like the political equivalent of your teammate sitting out the championship game. But this whole thing, it wasn't just about leaders and party colors. That also explains how they were able to edge out the conservatives even without a clear majority. And now back to Ford for 1 second, because again, it matters. This guy is Premier of Ontario.